circumstances around that allegation is that whilst you were a serving inmate at HMP Peterborough, you reported another male. What we do then, my colleague's going to just load up the CCTV on it and we'll go through that. And you walk...
From here?
From here.
Well, this is right next to the Screws office, I was.
So there you are there, yeah. So you go over and you punch him, yeah? What can you tell me about this?
So I mean, obviously, you know my history. I was founder of the English Defence.
How are you? Yes, come on in and welcome to the club.
Excellent.
2 detectives from a unit outside of Bedfordshire have arrived to interview Tommy Robinson.
How's he been? Is he alright?
Yeah, he's been fine, mate. Yeah, he won't cause us any problems while he's here. No, he knows how to play the game, doesn't he? So,
yeah.
Alright, cheers, boys. Thank you.
I don't know if they're going to let me out of here. Take me back to jail. So fuck it, it's a nothing charge that nicked me on. But they put a racially aggravated on it, which fucking automatically means it's not a nothing charge.
He's got him here as 6 foot.
6 foot? Was it? I thought it was a little lad.
In the arrest statement, it says 5'2".
On tiptoes.
If you grab a seat over there.
Okay, everyone good to go?
Yeah. You've been here long enough, haven't you? I think we'll crack on.
Hopefully this bit works. We're in, we're good to go. Everyone happy with that?
If the interviewing officers can prove Tommy Robinson's attack on a fellow inmate was racially motivated, he will be sent back to jail.
You've been arrested for the offence of a racially aggravated common assault. The circumstances around that allegation is that whilst you were a serving inmate at HMP Peterborough, you reported another male. What we do then, my colleague's going to just load up the CCTV on it and we'll go through that. And you walk...
From here?
From here.
Well, this is right next to the Screws office, I was.
So there you are there, yeah. So you go over and you punch him, yeah? What can you tell me about this?
So I mean, obviously, you know my history. I was founder of the English Defence League. I've lost count of the amount of times I've been violently beaten up. I don't know if you know what the prison system's like, but the prison system is plagued with a huge problem with extremist Islam and Muslim gangs. Before the incident, I'm leaning up against the wall and a bloke comes to stand next to me and he says, "Mate, you're going to get done with boiling water, yeah? £500, half ounce of spice and a mobile phone have been put up to have you done." Do you know how much that's worth, half ounce of spice in jail?
No.
Fucking thousands, man.
Really?
Thousands.
Just for us that aren't...
Spice is a legal high. Yeah.
Okay.
Spice is a legal high. So he offered a mobile phone, £500 and a half ounce of spice. Yeah. And he goes, "To be honest, mate, it might not even be a Muslim that does it for that price." Then I said, "All right, do you know if anyone's going to do it?" And he said, "The fella at his door is taking the hit." So I've then looked across, my mind's going 100 miles an hour. I think I'm getting boiling water in my face here. They put boiling water and sugar, it'll take your whole face off, yeah? At which point I walk across to where he is to see whether he's got anything. And as he turns around, I hit him. And that's the truth. That there got me moved into segregation, and I'm still here today. And I've got 3 kids at home, and I have to do what I have to do to survive a sentence like that.
That's quite a detailed account. I'm still going to run through some more questions with you. Whilst all this was going on, did you say anything to him?
Nothing to him.
No, he didn't say anything, no. He claims that you used the terms fucking packy and fucking Muslim whilst you were assaulting him.
So he's just pulling a race card in a situation that he thinks will benefit him.
He claims, the victim, didn't know who you were.
Mate, the minute I walked into that prison, everyone knew who I was. I'm target number one. If any one of them would have got me, they'd lived their whole sentence for like kings in that system. If you know what the prison system's like.
Are you still involved in the EDL?
No involvement in it for probably 2 years.
Okay. But people still think you are, and people still associate...
Yeah, I'm still Tommy Robinson from the EDL to anyone like that. Yeah. I've still, the things I've said, like the reason why some of these Muslims want to kill me, I've said I've committed blasphemy, which is punishable by death. If they're devout Muslims, they want to kill me.
Yeah.
I've criticised their prophet, I've criticised their religion. You're not allowed to do that.
Apart from the warning that chap came and gave you, is there any other evidence which is going to support what you're saying, that person was going to attack you? Was there anything found on him at the time? Did you see anything?
I don't know.
Did you see him dispose of anything, throw anything into a cell?
No. For me, it was just an adrenaline then. It was like, I don't know.
It looks purely from the CCTV, just looks like you just walk over there and attack him for...
Yeah, well, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Did you honestly believe that he posed a threat to you?
Wholeheartedly. He was going to do me in. It's not... I honestly believed anyone with any ounce of common sense and any duty of care for people would not have put me in that situation.
At no point have you used any of that language?
No, at no point. Well, I knew he wasn't a Pakistani anyway, he's sort of shit.
I haven't got any further questions. This interview is concluded.
How's it going, guys? Cody back again, dropping yet another video. Right, guys, as you can see from the title, this is referenced the program that I've uploaded, where you can see the 6 minutes 16 seconds police interview with Tommy Robinson on an racially aggravated common assault, section 47 assault, and also the actual assault itself that you can see via CCTV. Now, the program that it was part of was called 24 Hours in Police Custody, Love Thy Neighbour. That's that episode's name, Love Thy Neighbour. Now, I tried to upload it once. It was blocked in this country, so Jersey, Guernsey, England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, right? There is a way around it, guys. You can download a VPN. For those that don't know, VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. Free. You can download it from Android, from Play Store, or you can download it via the iOS on iTunes. Free of charge, guys, these apps. You can, once you've downloaded it, go into it and you can connect to an American server, a German server, a French server, Spanish server. That will then bypass the block and you'll be able to view the program. Otherwise, what you can do, I've actually trimmed that thing and I've actually edited it and I'm uploading it now. As I speak to you guys, it's currently uploading via an American VPN. So I'm hoping that that will bypass it like it did with the CCTV and the Tommy Robinson police interview. Now, it's a few years old, this episode. How it transpired is Tommy Robinson flew in from a family holiday with his wife and children into Luton Airport. He was intercepted by the police. He was arrested for racially aggravated assault whilst he was a serving prisoner in HMP Peterborough. Now, first things first, you don't grass. I don't care what religion you are, what race you are, what creed you are. You don't grass in prison. It's as simple as that. Especially when you take into consideration that Tommy did lash out and stuff, and it looks bad, doesn't it? You look at the CCTV footage and you think, hold on, Tommy's a racist, he's attacking this guy. But then you break it down and you look at the police interview and stuff. Now, like I say, Tommy gave his version of events. You've got this Muslim prisoner. He's obviously grassed and stuff, which is frowned upon. You just don't fucking do it in prison and stuff. And then obviously Tommy's given his version of events. So, and like I say, Tommy was stood with his back to the wall. Now, there's two ways you can look at that. It was either relaxing on association. For those that don't know, association is when you are let out of your cell in prison. You'll get out, depending on what prison you're in and what regime you're running. Like a Cat B will have more association than a Cat A. Cat C will have more association than a Cat B, so on and so forth. Now, on association, you also get exercise where you go on the yard and you walk around clockwise, counterclockwise for 45 minutes to an hour. Association, like I say, he's out on association. You can see the arse end of a pool table. You can see like a little, you know, the football things that used to twizzle the thing and try and score against each other. Then you see Tommy coming up. The screws office is behind Tommy. He's on the wands, which is the landing, which is technically the ground floor. He's walking through, and he's obviously clumped this prisoner and stuff. But like I say, Tommy lashed out because he was on association. He stood with his back to the wall. Now, there's two ways you can look at it. He's just relaxing, or he suffers a thing called hypervigilance, where he knows because of who he is, he will be targeted by Muslim prisoners. But you've got to take that away as well, because what this offer that was put on Tommy Robinson's head doesn't just extend to Muslims and stuff. What it extends to is everybody on the wing, and you always get like a spice head, which is like someone that's addicted to the synthetic cannabis spice, or more harder like drugs and stuff. All drugs are illegal in prison, so are mobile phones, but they're still there. So obviously with the intention that some loose cannon that's just been sent down for a long stretch thinks, hang on, £500, this Muslim inmate was offering people £500 cash, a mobile phone, and fucking half ounce of spice, which is, again, a new psychoactive substance. We know the program's a few years old because Tommy refers to it as a legal high. It was made illegal in, I think it was April 2016. So obviously it shows that it's at least 2-3 years old, the episode and stuff. And then obviously that is big go. Spice, guys, in prison, half ounce, yeah. On the streets, I think last time I was offered an ogle or an ounce of spice, I think it was about 120 to 140 quid for an ounce. That was from someone that I knew though, right? And obviously in prison, guys, it goes for fucking a lot more, right? Depending on supply and demand, obviously, if you're the only person on the wing selling it, you can charge a premium. If there's everyone's on the wing and you're selling it, you've got to bring your prices down, because otherwise you'll lose it, because another dealer that's selling on the wing will undercut you and they'll steal your customers and stuff, and drug wars go on, and obviously blah, blah, blah. So anyway, so half ounce, £500 on a mobile phone. Now, even a non-smart mobile phone in prison, non-smartphone, goes for hundreds of pounds. Smartphones, you're talking over £1,000 easy every day of the week. So it's a big offer though. There's a lot. That's a lot of fucking clump there, right? Now, this Muslim inmate's offered this money because obviously he doesn't want to get nicked for it himself, or he hasn't got the balls to act on his own offer, right? Now, like I say, Tommy's standing with his back to the wall. Prisoner comes up to him, right? That obviously felt a connection with Tommy, or was shit stirring, because it doesn't necessarily mean it's true. Prison's like a rumour mill, guys, very paranoid, like a vortex, frustration, anger, mental health, just, it's always going on, guys. The tension, sometimes you can feel the tension in the air, right? Now, this prisoner was either causing shit and shit stirring, because it does go on, or it was a genuine offer. I believe it to be a genuine offer because of who Tommy Robinson is. Now, he's standing with his back to the wall. This guy's come up and said, just to let you know, you're going to be swilled, right? Swilled, it's normally piss and stuff like that, but he's going to be napalmed, hot water and sugar congealed, thrown in the face, sticks to the face, and then the sugar obviously pulls it, and it scars people for life. It's one of the various punishments that people pass down in prison for many different reasons and stuff. So obviously Tommy's like, hang on. So, and then this kid's obviously said, this kid, he's put the it out on you. And like I say, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a Muslim that attacks him. You've just got to put the law there, and then you've just got to hope that somebody bites and think, well, hold on, 500 quid, a mobile phone, and half ounce of spice, that is a lot. And people would act on it. Obviously, Tommy got wind of it. He's on association. He's walked past the pool table, walked past the football table, and then he's just banged the kid. There's the kid turned around, he's banged him. He starts throwing a few digs and stuff like that. Calms down quickly. You see an inmate run out of the way, because obviously he didn't want to get involved in that. And then obviously, nothing's obviously happened then. No, Tommy was dragged down to the segregation unit, so he's got a nicking, been dragged down the seg to calm down and stuff. And then obviously he's got out of prison, nothing's happened. Now, is he out on licence? And if he's charged with this, the fact that they could hustle him back into prison. Like I say, if you think about this was a few years ago, guys, think about what position Tommy's going to be in now in HMP only with a prisoner ratio, 30.4% are Muslims. Tommy's life is in real danger, guys. I can't stress it enough. Now, apparently, according to rumours on social media and stuff like that, Tommy is indeed in the segregation unit. Now, I don't think Tommy would put himself there. The only place Tommy's safe in a prison, right, is, like I say, guys, you've got OP, which is own protection, where you can spend it in your own cell. on a general population. You get out for half an hour in the morning before the lads are out and half an hour in the evening, but it's deemed to be an embarrassment. It's normally for people that are on debt heads, people that are in debt for drugs and stuff. The segregation unit, which is another option, which is the safest option for Tommy Robinson. Why? Because if they put him on the VP wing, for those that don't know, vulnerable prisoners stands for prisoners that will be attacked on site for their charges, whether it's kiddie fiddlers, rapists, nonces, fucking, like I say, you don't have to necessarily be a sex offender to be on the VP wing, but for the most part, that's what they are. Now, if he was put on the VP wing, these are where these Muslim grooming gangs are going to be, aren't they? Now, like I say, they don't put one on each wing, one on the VP wing in every prison in the country. There's loads of them, aren't they? They're getting sent down 10, 15, 20 at a time, right? So obviously, there's a high probability that some of these fucking rapists, that Tommy's covered the story and blown the lid on and stuff, and by, like, obviously speaking out about Islam and the Quran and what it preaches and stuff. Like he says himself, it's blasphemy, and any die-hard Muslim would want to kill me for that. So like I say, they can't put him on that wing, because if they do, and there's 2 or 3 Muslims on that wing, on the VP wing, what's going to happen to Tommy? They're going to attack him. Like I say, the less secure the facility, less CCTV, less screws. Didn't see anything, don't know anything. The state are trying to kill Tommy Robinson. It's as simple as that. Not scare tactics or anything. Like I say, Tommy's a ballsy kid and can handle himself, right? Like I say, he used to be a football hooligan back in the day. But the segregation unit where apparently Tommy is safe. Like I say, whether he stays in there long term or not, obviously that's up to the system, and it'll go from there. But what I'm doing, guys, I'm currently uploading the full episode. Like I say, the episode is 24 hours police in custody, love thy neighbour. I was made aware of it earlier today, so I screen recorded the full episode. I have to put my phone on flight mode, on do not disturb mode. Recorded the footage, uploaded it. Because I did it off my Wi-Fi, it came up as blocked in this country under copyright. So again, I trimmed the last few seconds of the video of the subtitles going up like the end of the program. I'm re-uploading it with a VPN connected to an American server. So hopefully that will bypass that, like it did with the interview and like it did with the CCTV. Now let me know what do you make of the CCTV? What do you make of Tommy's interview? The one thing I found very interesting he's been through the mill a lot of times. He's been arrested a hell of a lot of times. He's been in prison numerous times. Why didn't he have a solicitor present? I advise anybody, I don't care who you are, how many times you've been arrested, never, ever, ever go in for a police interview without a solicitor. Why? Because if you're going to speak and stuff, they can start asking you questions they shouldn't ask you, they can badger you, and the rule book just goes out the window. When you've got a solicitor there, and your solicitor's half decent and stuff, and got a mouth and will actually speak up for you, they'll interject when there's questions that are being pushed to you or that are not relevant, or like your solicitor feels you've answered the question, but you're being battered for more information, right? The solicitor's there to protect you. Right? Now, normally, what they say is, if you are guilty of an offence, go no comment. That's widely accepted. Tommy had to speak in this situation to give his side. Now, the thing is with the cameras and the CCTV within the prison, voice recognition. There's no audio on them cameras. So, the fact that this Muslim was saying that he called him the P word, and you fucking Muslim scum and all this, right? That's just the prisoner's word against Tommy's word. So that will get whitewashed because there's no evidence. Voice recognition alone, just because someone says it doesn't mean it. So, and the cameras and stuff, yeah, they might show an assault, right? Guaranteed. The case was kicked out, I believe, at court. But like I say, you can see the footage for yourself, guys. The thing is, I posted 3 videos, right? I'd like to know from you guys, can you see the other 2? The full episode, that's currently blocked, right? Like I said, you can get around that with a VPN via the Play Store or the iTunes. Can you see the CCTV footage, the 40-second clip? Can you see the Tommy Robinson police interview lasting 6 minutes and something? Let me know, guys. Like I say, guys, I'm not an expert on anything. I'm a former criminal. I've been through prison and stuff. I've been in prison 3 times, guys. Not proud of it, but it's the reality. People keep making a comment about my beard because I've trimmed my top lip, which a lot of Muslims do. The reason I've thinking, guys, it was a big bushy beard with like full handlebars, and it was actually tickling my nose. It was driving me insane and kept sneezing and stuff. So I've actually trimmed that. It's currently growing back, and then I'm going to carry on with my beard and stuff and grow it out. People keep making, oh, you've got a shaved head and a beard. What's that got to do with anything? Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave the video here. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll speak to you all soon. Cody out.